you are probably local friends. I know a lot of you guys, now that we're closed to the public especially, are watching these videos to see what we're doing, but you were allowed in before. And if you were lucky enough to see our big greenhouse before, you remember that all of these Venus flytraps, all of our collection, were permanently grown indoors. Uh, they went dormant. They were perfectly happy. Anyone who's visited could attest that we had a spectacular, beautiful collection inside our greenhouse. But that all being said, there are definite benefits to growing your Venus flytraps outside. For one, this was the first really hard winter, California hard winter, that they've seen, some of them ever, some of them in decades, where they actually were out here and the water froze around them. And that's actually really good for Venus flytraps. They love that. And you always get a really good push of growth in the spring if they get a nice hard dormancy. Secondarily, they get to catch bugs. I mean, we did our best to feed them mealworms every chance we got, and all the fertilizing tricks that we've shared with you guys in the past. But that being said, there's really no substitution for just eating a bunch of real bugs. And it's really wonderful not to be personally responsible, to have to get every one of those bugs into every one of these mouths. It was a lot of work. And it's just really satisfying as somebody who loves these plants and has grown many of them, for my entire life, to see them all outside together in the sun the way they're meant to be. We've had a really beautiful weather year. Not to rub it in, but this heat wave has missed us for a change. Normally we've been running from flames this time of year, but this year it's missed us, and we've had a really beautiful, foggy, rainy spring even, which is kind of strange for us this time of year lately. So everyone's just looking really beautiful and soft. Nobody's really gotten sunburnt or anything like that. So it's almost like all the perks of being greenhouse grown with this foggy spring summer that we've been having, with, also the perks of being outdoors. They're also in full flowering mode right now. Daniela's been a busy little bee out here trying to cross all these flowers to make all the seeds for you guys and all of our new seeds. But it's also kind of nice to have some help in that too. We've noticed a lot of little skipper butterflies treading dangerously on those flowers. Hopefully they don't get too close to the traps, and doing some pollination for us. And it's kind of interesting because the reason that Venus flytrap flowers are white and held up high above the traps versus the traps, which are down low and usually red, is they're hopefully attracting a different insect to the white high up flowers that can buzz above and not get caught by the fly traps, because obviously if you're catching your pollinators, it's a short evolutionary story. So they're hoping to have a little white flower up there to attract their pollinators that is ignoring the traps below, and then attracting other poor soul insects down to the red traps below to catch them. And it's really fascinating how sophisticated, well-evolved plants like this have come up with so many different tactics to reproduce and make their life work. It's really clever.